Hey, Zach with Whole Latte Love here, and today we're actually going to take a look at the difference between the Gaggia Classic and the Rancilio Silvia. Now, the biggest thing that's different about these machines is the boiler size. So on the Silvia, you have a 12-ounce boiler, whereas on the Classic, you have a 3.5-ounce boiler. Now, what that's really going to mean to you is depending on what your average shots you're going to pull, what the daily usage is going to be. So on the Classic, if you're just pulling a couple shots, it's going to do a very good job, heat up quicker, recover a bit faster, whereas on the Silvia, if you're going to do a lot more frothing, it's going to give you a little bit better steam pressure just because it does have the 12-ounce boiler. Now, similarities, as you see, they are both wrapped in stainless steel. Both machines feature the 58mm commercial-sized portafilter. Very easy to use, has good heat stability. Now, the biggest difference as far as the portafilters go is that on the Classic you are able to use the ESE pods with it just by changing the basket, and on the Silvia you're actually going to have to buy a pod adapter kit that actually screws on to the group head, and that's how you're going to have to use pods with the Silvia. Now, the other difference between the two is the Silvia has more of a commercial style steam wand, takes a little bit more technique to it, whereas on the Classic you have the Panarello steam wand, a little bit easier to use and still gives you a very good froth. Now, the Classic also has the Latte Art wand, which gives you more of a commercial style single hole tip. So you have either or. You can use the regular Panarello wand or the Latte Art wand if you're looking for a little bit more control. So that was the comparison of the Gaggia Classic and the Rancilio Silvia. So a quick recap, we're going to take a look at the initial heat up time, and that's really where the big difference comes into play here. Now, because the Silvia has a 12-ounce boiler, it's going to heat up in about 3 minutes, whereas on the Classic, having that 3.5-ounce boiler heats up in about 65 seconds. Now, the recovery period, because of the boiler sizes, are going to be a bit different also. The Classic you see with the 17 seconds, whereas the Silvia is about 74 seconds. But I mean, on the flip side of things, you're going to see that the Silvia does produce steam a bit faster than the Classic. And then finally, if you are interested in the pods, the Silvia is capable if you buy that additional piece, whereas the Classic comes right out of the box ready with the pod basket. Once again, I am Zach from Whole Latte Love, and thanks for joining us. Hey, Zach with Whole Latte Love here, and today we're actually going to take a look at the difference between the Gaggia Classic and the Rancilio Silvia. Now, the biggest thing that's different about these machines is the boiler size. So